What is going on, guys? Your boy here back with another video. I just kind of want to talk about how I use my Bitcoin and why there's really no need to ever sell your Bitcoin again. So whatever Bitcoin you have in your portfolio, you essentially never have to sell it again. And I'll just kind of talk about how I use Bitcoin to further my goals and really just get ahead over 99% of people. So, I have a lot of Bitcoin, shocker, right? Now, sometimes I do over leverage and I need some cash because either my math was wrong, something came up, blah, blah, blah. This is where Bitcoin gets interesting, right? At least now, I could have, let's say, 20,000 in Bitcoin and I could send that over to Coinbase and get a loan on my Bitcoin for USDC. Now, I would do this because the interest rates are more favorable for me and I don't ever actually have to sell my Bitcoin, right? Because the goal is to never sell your Bitcoin. So if you need money rather than selling your Bitcoin, profits, tax, all that crap, you can just get a loan on it. And essentially you get the money, but you don't have to sell your Bitcoin, which doesn't count as a loss or a profit. So basically you just get free money that you can just pay back with your own money at a lower interest rate, which basically allows me to buy other cryptos and not really pay bills. More or less just buy more crypto, which I have been doing. I've actually bought a significant amount more of crypto. I'm really just doing this as like a test run to see how much money I can like either siphon or just use how I please and really just do some more research, like a reconnaissance. Is that the word? You guys know what I mean. Where I just go and I observe and I really figure out what is going on here. But that's how I use my Bitcoin. Currently, I use my Bitcoin to buy me other passive cryptos. I also bought some more Bitcoin with my Bitcoin, which could buy more Bitcoin, which could buy more Bitcoin, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole currently. This is more of a test run. Once I get all my debts paid off, I'll figure out some maneuvers to do. But this is basically how I do it. With that being said, I mean, now I'm officially a top 1%er of Polkadot. Boom, baby. And I didn't even have to really, I mean, I already had my money in there, but I got a significant more amount of money just getting a loan on my Bitcoin. Obviously, I'm gonna pay this back, so it's still a loan. But it's in a smart contract, so it makes me feel comfortable and I can pay on my own terms and conditions, I guess. Sometimes with these other debt lenders, not that you want debt at all anyways, but I'm just saying we're just talking. But they have higher interest rates. It's just a lot of BS. So there are benefits to that too, but personally, I just like not really having to sell anything. And also you gotta think too, with credit cards, you can't really buy crypto. I mean, I guess you probably could. I'm not really familiar. But for me, this is just the best way, you know? And I can kind of do what I need to, and it just works for me. So yeah, I bought a lot of passive crypto. My Polkadot is working as we speak. I'm not gonna say how much I have now because before it was a lot, but it wasn't as much as I have now, and I really don't want to keep throwing out numbers because you never know who's listening. I gotta stop just telling the numbers. I mean, not that I care, but I don't care. Because I just think, it's just a number. But then again, it opens you up to scammers, people trying to get some money out of you, robbers, all that crap. But I have nothing to fear per se, but just to be safe, you know. Cause yeah, this is really good neighborhood with a bunch of police who don't know what to do with their time. So I suggest you wouldn't try that. But then again, you never know, people are stupid. But yeah, that's how I use my Bitcoin to get more money. It's really hilarious because I use my Bitcoin to get a loan to get more Bitcoin. while it's still cheaper. And then once the price goes up, I'll be in an even better spot. Same with Polkadot too, because let me speak on this. So Polkadot is down 90%, and it's still a practical company with a very nice network and a lot of things going for it. There was some talks of a Polkadot ETF. Not that I'm a fan of ETFs because it's just gonna drain the price or whatever they're gonna do, but either way, this will be a crypto I'll be using to essentially get passive income, more than probably what they'd offer for Bitcoin, because I'm not gonna say how much my interest rate or how much it's growing by. Actually, I guess I can tell you. It's about 12 to 13%, I believe, more close to 13. So that's outpacing my loan, and with that, I can maneuver how I want to. And once the price 10x's or 20x's or whatever it may do, I'll be in a solid spot, and I essentially, once again, won't have to work again. I'm really just building up until I cannot work again. I'm getting closer and closer. Essentially, I'm good, but you want to over plan so that when it happens, you have enough wiggle room for different variables, because nothing is ever set in stone. But if I have enough, then I can weather the storm and I can still live my life and not have to work, because that's essentially my goal. But yeah, crypto gains are, I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't know when the cryptocurrency market is going to really pop off. Seems like they're screwing us over, but it's pissing me off so much that I just buy more Bitcoin now. So I'm good on the Polkadot. I've already hit what the number I was going to go for. It's amazing. It's perfect. I don't need any more of that. If anything, I might buy another coin. But essentially, I'm just going to stack up on Bitcoin because they're pissing me off so much. It's like, dude, I'm just going to buy Bitcoin because that's the only thing I can think of that'll really hurt these people in their pockets. I mean, buying other crypto will too, but if I buy Bitcoin, I can really start making these dudes panic, with everybody else in their buys, So I just want to add to the fire, screw these people. Hey, BlackRock, screw you too. I do have your ETF, but you know what you can do. And I'm gonna keep buying Bitcoin because I want these guys to suffer, man. I want them to know that I took another 500,000 Satoshis off the market, and there's nothing they can do. And in a couple weeks, I'll do the same thing, and I'll keep doing it until I have, I don't know, I guess half a Bitcoin. But after that, I'll probably still keep going, but I don't know. Just trying to win here, man. Chess.